As a child, I was fascinated by the paranormal. Now follow me on a journey to investigate some of the UK's most haunted towns on the hunt for the unexplained. We dive into the history behind the stories to sort truth from fiction and to tell the UK's greatest ghost stories. The most obvious place to start is Conisbrough Castle. The 11th century castle has surely seen its fair share of bloodshed during the medieval period, and the plot to dethrone King Henry V at the castle led to the beheading of Richard of Conisbrough on August 5th, 1415. Tunnels are said to run from the bottom of the keep to locations around Doncaster, from Tickhill Castle to the catacombs under Doncaster itself. The Black Friar. The sightings of this spectral figure date back as far as 1770, when it was first seen drifting among the ruins. From a report in March 1994, a witness said, "It came into view on part of the keep that is outside of the curtain wall. The shadowy figure climbed about halfway to the top and then moved sideways out of sight around the other side. From my vantage point, which was about half a mile away on the Oval Park, I could clearly see the figure climbing the keep. Although it was dark, the streetlights on the surrounding roads illuminated the side of the castle enough to see the figure against the stone background." Reports also exist of sightings of a white woman and the sound of quiet voices and bumping. She is said to be seen falling from the keep battlements on the side facing Burcroft Hill. Witnesses have heard the screams of a woman before seeing a white woman falling and disappearing behind the trees, and upon inspection there is nothing to be found. There are many theories as to who the woman is, and it has been claimed that it is the ghost of Countess de Warren, who was murdered by her husband in the castle chapel, and you don't have to travel far to find the next place. Just 2 miles away, and there is a haunted tree, where it is said that around the turn of the 1900s, a young girl was hypnotised during a séance to contact the spirits of a Mexborough family's recently deceased son. After the medium had hypnotised his own daughter to contact the spirit world, this is where things went awry. After guiding her with his voice in the spirit world to find the boy, she replied, "I can't, it's dark in here. This isn't the normal place. I think I'm in hell." The family decided enough is enough, and they broke the séance circle. All the candles in the room went out, leaving them in complete darkness. After a loud scream from the young girl, and commotion to light the room once again, they were all shocked to find the girl had vanished. It was not until the following morning that she was found, hanging from a tree swinging in the early morning breeze, by the side of the canal not far from the ferryboat inn. People have reported sensations of being strangled in the area, along with sighting of the girl hanging from the tree, and this photo was captured in 2009 of the apparition. Cadeby Tunnel and Viaduct. Most people would find dark tunnels creepy, and these are no exception, but the blood-soaked past of this area brings things up a level. Confirmed deaths of train passengers, tunnel workers, and a suicide in 1903 where a local worker laid his head on the tracks just outside the tunnel and waited for the train to arrive. But the tale of the Mexborough Ragger is more well known among locals. She was a young gypsy girl who would collect rags and sell them to the local quarry workers. After taking a shortcut through the tunnel to the quarry, the train approached, and in her rush, she dropped her rags and failed to make it to the railway arch to safety. Caught on the tracks, the freight train cut her to ribbons. The nearby viaduct is no different in its history. Death surrounds this area, whether it's accidental, murder, or even a suicide pact gone wrong. Doncaster's history is as dark as the best of them. St Wilfrid's Church in Hickleton, the church with the skulls, and we are going to see if we can find any truth into the existence of ghosts. This is possibly one of the strangest places in Doncaster. The church dates back to the 11th century. The structure has stood through civil war and Black Death. The Lich Gate, or Corpse Gate, to the northwest of the church is the main talking point, where 3 human skulls behind a metal grille, one of which was stolen and replaced with a stone replica. The remains belong to 3 highwaymen who were hanged nearby at High Melton for their crimes. The Latin inscription reads, "Today for me, tomorrow for thee." So here we are at St Wilfrid's Church in Hickleton. This is most famously known for the church with the skulls, and we'll go and check those out in a minute. This is actually night 2 of an investigation, because last night we had some technical difficulties, let's put it that way. I lost an entire video file recorded to my phone, and the audio was completely gone on the night vision camera that I'll be using later on. Those problems have been solved now, so we're back again to actually see if we can document some of the amazing responses that I had last night. I will go through them and as we walk around this evening and show you kind of where and what happened last night. This grave behind me is where I had possibly the most profound experience of last night. We were walking out from the skulls, came and sat down here and had an intelligent conversation with someone called Jack, who apparently died recently. Whether there's any truth in that, I'm not 100% sure, but I had a 10-minute conversation with intelligent responses right at this spot here, so hopefully we'll be able to recreate that tonight and get some. So it's about to get dark. We're going to get everything packed away that we've got out here now, get the rest of the stuff out the van, and try and get the same level of investigation that we got last night. Hopefully we'll get some amazing responses. So let's get started. So here we are in the Lich Gate. It's almost pitch black now. It's about 9:30, and we're going to try and communicate and find out who these skulls actually belong to. We've got close coming through already. Who's close? Someone close to me? Can someone come and, can you reach out, can you touch me? Can you tell me your name? What is the name of the people? Can you tell me the names of the skulls in here?
Angry.
You angry? What are you angry about? Is it why you were killed? Are you angry about why you were killed? What were you killed for? Tell us your name. Give me a sign that you're here. Who did this skull belong to? Tell me your name. You were really talkative last night. You tried to push me out of here. You seem angry that I'm in this space. If you don't want me in here, tell me.
Far away.
You want me to go far away? Is that what you want? You're going to have to do better than that. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to keep coming back?
$27.
What's the number 27? Explain something to me. Tell me your name. I need a name. If you tell me your name, I'll leave. I want one name. It's getting dark now. Tell me your name. Why the number 27?
Alexander.
Was one of your names Alexander? Why did you die, Alexander? What did you do? Why did they cut your head off? What did you do so wrong to lose your head? Which one's you, Alexander? This one? This one here? Is this you? Or is this you? Or are you the missing skull? Come on, Alexander, you give me a name now. Can you give me a bit more?
Wandering.
Why are you wandering? Are you not at peace? Have you been wandering?
Early. In danger.
Who's in danger? Am I in danger? Am I in danger for being here, for talking to you? I got in danger last night as well. Something apparently doesn't like the spirits talking to us or talking to anyone who comes here. So let's try and get to the bottom of that. Does someone not want you to talk to us?
Uncle.
Uncle?
Hand.
Hand. Come and touch my hand. Prove to me you're here. Shall I put my hand on here? Is this your skull? What about this one? Is this you, Alexander? Or is it this one? This one here. Do you want me to leave this area? Do you want me to go into the churchyard? If you want me to leave, tell me so. Is anybody still here? I think Alexander, whoever he was, is gone now. So maybe we're going to move into the graveyard and go to the grave where we were last night and see if we get any responses as good as we did last night, because that was amazing. Hopefully we can try and communicate with Jack again and see if he's here, see if he's going to say anything, because he was also mentioning he was in danger last night. So let's head over there and see if we can communicate with Jack. So we're going to walk back through the graveyard. I'm going to just quickly check on the time lapse. There's the button. It's still going, so we'll keep that going. Yes, it's all phone audio tonight because I brought the microphone and the microphone died. I had lots of problems with audio since being here. So it's quite interesting. It seems to be it's a reoccurring theme. So let's sit down here. It's where we sat last night.
Tradition.
No, this is not a tradition.
Run.
What are you talking about, tradition? Is that you, Jack? Are you here with us again tonight? You were talking to me last night. It's funny how I literally just came over to the same spot and the same thing happened last night. It just jumped straight in to getting responses, and then they started becoming intelligent and we were talking specific things. So, yes. Why should I run? Do I need to run? Are you running from someone? It's getting dark and kind of creepy. Sat in a graveyard on my own. Talking to no one. Jack, are you here again? You were talking to us last night. Come back and talk to us, Jack.
Child.
Are you a child? Is a child here with me now? Show me here. Manifest in front of me. Compared to last night, this is really quiet. We had loads of responses, especially being here right by this point. Maybe we should have a walk around. So last night's terrifying 5 to 10 gong of the church bell is a regular occurrence. Good to know it's not just me, and I freaked out a little bit last night when that happened. But yeah, maybe we should move around, see if we can see any other, move around some of the other graves and see if there's anyone else here.
Children.
And now it's just said children again. Where are the children? Do children want to play?
Down.
Down? There is actually a small grave here, right beside me. I don't know if this is a grave of a child. It's just a stone. It's just like a little stone, a grave marker. It's not very big at all. There's another one here.
Helen.
Helen? Is this your grave, Helen? There's no marking on it. It's an old grave. Let's just check this one out while we're here.
Help.
Help. Who needs help? What's wrong, Helen? Why do you need help? Why do you need help, Helen? Who's calling for help? The children? Let's go further into the dark bit. We're out of the way now.
Cursed.
Who's cursed? Is this graveyard cursed? Let's go over by Jesus, because Jesus definitely wasn't cursed, although he had a pretty rough time. Maybe we'll get something from this here. So right now, we are stood right under Jesus on the cross. Is there anyone else here with us? Everything seems to have gone quiet now. Why did you say cursed? Am I going to be cursed for being in this graveyard at this time of night? It's gone quiet by Jesus. You don't like it over here, do you? And if it's gone quiet and no one likes it, it's time to move. The road noise is somewhat off-putting, but yet somewhat settling.
Ritual.
Ritual. What ritual? There's a ritual conducted here? Whose gravestone's this? That I have lovingly rested my camera on. It's just a street light behind me. Now that's the lamp post in the graveyard. It's nothing to worry about before anyone starts telling me there's something behind me. I'm about to leave. I've been here a while now. This is the second night I've been. Come forward and talk to me. Before I go, give me a sign that you're here. Or try and get me to get out of this graveyard as quick as humanly possible. It's completely up to you.
Lady. Seance.
Tell me about more of the lady who did a seance. What happened? The grave I'm looking at now is Jane Jubb, who died in 1866. Seances were big back then, let's just say that. So, and she was only 26. She died the 23rd of June. Jane.
First.
Jane.
Peace.
Are you at peace? Jane, answer me a question. What happened at the seance? Keep saying these words. They don't seem to make too much sense. Give me one last message before I leave. Come on, Jane. Tell me about the seance.
Screen.
Show yourself on one of the screens. Show yourself as an orb, something behind me, next to me. This is your opportunity now. Right, I think I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. So I've got some responses, some intelligent responses, kinda. It wasn't as good as last night. So I'm going to have a look through the footage and check it out and see if there's anything that I've missed that I couldn't see on the screen. Hopefully there's more to this. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything you've seen so far. I'm a bit disappointed myself. It seemed to go a lot better last night. The responses were so much better. Talking to Jack, and but we did get a name Alexander for one of the skulls in the Lich Gate, which was surprising. I didn't get that last night. I just got told I was getting pushed out and got told goodbye. So we'll call it a day. After doing 2 investigations at St Wilfrid's Church, I think a third is definitely in order, with more equipment to see if I can capture any evidence that supports what I've already experienced here. Some mystery still surrounds the skulls, but we did get the name Alexander coming through. Was one of the skulls Alexander's uncle where I placed my hand? The stories of Jack and Helen and the tradition of sitting by the graves was a fantastic contextual response to the previous night's investigation as well. Doncaster didn't fail to surprise, but with such a dark history, is it any wonder?